Hi, ladies. It's Janice here. And for this week's edition of In Between Rounds, I am busting myths. Well, really, I'm just going to bust one myth, and it's a big one because I still hear a lot of women fear the idea of lifting heavy, and they're fearing this because they think it's going to make them bulky. And that is not the truth. That is so far from the truth. And I need you all to understand that it is not easy to build muscle. It actually it's actually very difficult. So like people like bodybuilders, they work extremely hard to put that muscle on. They're in the gym multiple times a day, and their diet reflects a huge increase in calories so that they can put on that muscle mass. So for you, what's really important to know is it is actually impossible to bulk up from simply just lifting weights. You need to be constantly in, or at least like consistently in, a caloric surplus to build that bulky muscle. And I definitely don't want any of you there. I don't think any of you have told me you're looking to bulk up, but if that is part of your goal, then that is what you should be focusing on. But for the majority of us, that isn't our goal. So as long as you are consuming a caloric maintenance or a caloric deficit, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. The truth is that heavy weights, what they do is they increase both the power and strength of your muscle without significantly changing the size of that muscle. So this is why I continuously urge you to go to the gym during these strength phases, or to purchase, another, one or two sets of heavier weights so that you can continue to push yourself as you're getting closer to sort of your limit with what you have access to. Because many of you have talked about a goal of increasing strength. And so this is truly what we're doing in these phases, not building muscle size. I want you to remember this, that bodybuilders lift weights, but lifting weights doesn't make you a bodybuilder. Okay, there's completely different types of training that go into it, in the same way you can say this about many things. So, but building bulk is much more about what you're eating and not the weights that you're lifting. And I want to sort of give you the hard truth. So get ready, because here it is. This program is actually designed to help you lean out and tone your muscles. And although not all of you will see a decrease on the scale, that takes some diet restriction. So, and some of you are, because some of you are focusing on that. But the biggest thing that this program alone should do, if you are consistently doing your workouts, is you should see your pant or dress size go down. Because as you tone and lean these muscles out, essentially things get smaller. They look aesthetically pleasing as your muscles look a little leaner, but size-wise should actually be less. So some people don't find their weight go down, and that's just because muscles are more dense than body fat. So if you are leaning out, you can be smaller but weigh the same. And there'll be a few of you who may actually gain a bit of weight, but it shouldn't actually be size. So if you feel like you've been increasing in size, like perhaps your legs feel like they're getting bigger. Maybe your pants feel tighter in the legs or in the bum, or even if your shirts are feeling tighter, I need you to take a serious look at your diet, because there's one common mistake that many people make when they are increasing their exercise, and it's to overcompensate. It's easy to get the idea that, oh, I'm working out more, so I can eat more. And although that's somewhat true, it can get stretched too far. So there may be a chance that you are overeating. And if you've ever tracked your workout, any of you who have smartwatches, please take your smartwatch with a grain of salt. It's not completely accurate, but as an estimate, I'm going to say probably most of these strength workouts will burn 300 calories. And that's not very much. So yeah, you can eat more, but 300 calories is not a lot. So please sort of dig deep, note what you're eating with your meals and all of your snacks, and even things like finishing a child's meal or any sort of little bite or munch while you're cooking. I mean, if it's any of your sort of freebie vegetable, non-high caloric stuff, not a big deal, but often we're snacking on higher caloric items. So take a big look at what you're doing throughout the day on a regular basis, because that may be part of what's contributing to this increase in size. And this is more for those of you who don't want it. So take a look at that, and do not be afraid to pick up those heavy weights. Have an awesome rest of your day, and let me know if you have any more questions about this, because it is a hot topic these days. So I'll answer all your questions in the comments below.